And good morning, you're watching New Day, all the news you need and more. Well, two Toronto-based artists are making good music together. Jordan Alexander of TV series Gossip Girl Reboot and singer-songwriter and part-Filipina Sakina Garcia make up the electro-pop duo called Mandirigma. They recently released a Tagalog song titled Tayong Dalawa. Take a listen. I love it. What a great song. Thank you so much. Well, Jordan and Sakina joins us now all the way from Toronto, Canada. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for joining us today. We want to take, first of all, we do want to take a sneak peek into your relationship and how you guys came to be, how you met. Take us through that. Jordan, let's start with you.
Okay, well, I actually met Sakina on Tinder when I was trying to, meet people in Toronto, and they were so cool, and we met up and both had like a really deep love of music, and so we were really bonded right away.
Yes,
we
kind of had a falling out for maybe a year, but we
found our way back.
We found our way back, and that was the time that we actually decided to, hey, maybe we should make some music.
Because it's interesting, how destiny and faith brought both of you together. Sakina from the Philippines, you left your modeling, acting and everything to go to Toronto. And, of course, Jordan as well. You decide, hey, let's move to Toronto at 19 years old. And now look at you. Your partnership is actually on a whole new level. You actually formed a group and you named the group Mandirigma. Quite a unique and interesting Filipino name. Sakina, let me talk to you about that. Why Mandirigma?
Mandirigma, because for me, especially being a Filipino, I feel like I have to represent how resilient we are. And, as for Jordan as well, for your background, it's the same. And we just that's kind of what we're trying to put out there, being matapang, it doesn't Mandirigma doesn't mean you want to fight or whatever. It's more so you fight for what you love, you fight for everything that you are, right? Your culture, everything.
It's such a strong word that actually has, so many different meanings. And speaking of which, you have a debut single, which is also a lot of whys for both of you. It's a Tagalog song entitled Tayong Dalawa. And of course, it's everything Filipino. As I said, it's a purely Tagalog song. It was shot here in Manila, directed by Elena Virata, who of course is a, fast-rising Filipino director. Why did both of you decide to come up with a pure Tagalog song? You could have had the chorus in Tagalog, the others in English, and mix it up a little bit, but this is a pure Tagalog song.
Well, it kind of started, Jordan, I would really thank Jordan, Jordan has been really pushing me to reconnect with my culture. And Jordan was like, why don't we make a track and make it entirely in your language? And I was like, oh my God, I don't know, yeah, we can try. Because I have been really having a hard time speaking my language since I have not been really speaking it here. I speak Tagalog fluently, but
homesickness, being away from other Filipinos.
Exactly. And then, so Tayong Dalawa happened, out of nowhere. I started writing, Jordan was humming, I just started writing all the words, it was just coming to me, it's beautiful.
Wonderful for it to just start flowing freely, after you not having, actually been surrounded possibly by a lot of Filipinos not using, the language that often. Jordan, was it difficult for you to have to learn all these Tagalog songs, or did you tell Sakina, make sure you make it the easy words, right?
Well, the first lyric I actually wrote because it's like the main thing that I know at the time. Now I know a lot more, but I wrote Mahal Kita to start us off. But it took me a while, and I definitely got coaching from other Filipinos as well as Sakina.
Because like that's what the first thing would probably like you've learned.
Yeah. Most
With Tagalog.
English speakers, they could know Mahal Kita, but with Tayong Dalawa, we're hoping to integrate a lot more of the beautiful language of Tagalog into Western people's vernacular.
And also, I mean, the music video was quite interesting. Tell us a story about that. You actually were here in Manila, you shot it here, you used a Filipino director. Tell me the story of that music video.
Well, like we said earlier, like kind of like how we met and we like lost contact and then found each other again. I don't know, like for me, that's kind of like how I integrated the story, but also like in like especially in the pandemic, like what happened, you know, like people are like separated, but like you still find love through that separation, and yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to tell a story about people being able to overcome their differences.
You know, the video is beautiful. I mean, the song has so many, as I said, so many layers, so many meaning. Jordan, I mean, you love music. I mean, you actually started out, you know, as a singer and then found your way as a lead role, Julian Calloway, in the HBO Max series reboot of The Gossip Girl. Did you ever have a hard time trying to figure out acting, singing? Is there one that you prefer more than the other?
I love music. I feel like that's my first love, but with acting, it is something that I also really connect with, and just any way of like, you know, being creative or being artistic is very much for me, and I love that. I love being an artist no matter how.
There you go. And of course, there's something about music that seems to connect, you know, everybody together. You have a Sakina here who's like loves all these underground electronic. There you go, with lots of hugs, you know. And of course, you as well, having been able to sing with Carly Rae. What's next for Mandirigma? I mean, we heard already your second single, Fist Fight, is coming out real soon.
Really soon, and there's more. We have more tracks with like Tagalog in it. Like
more Taglish,
you know. And we're really hoping to come back in the Philippines to like see what are opportunities there and like reconnect, because like I did work there as in the industry actually. And like maybe I can reconnect back and like see like what the community can do to me and my bandmate can help us with, and like we can all come together as Filipinos and like are
supportive, ally.
Well, of course, you know, aside from, despite all of that, continue to raise the Filipino flag wherever you may be. Another word aside from Mahal Kita, obviously, is maraming salamat. Thank you so much to you both. And thank you once again for joining us here this morning on New Day. All the best.